Where is the quicksilver coming from? Will painter know? What about overseer's hand? Maybe Madame of the Bath? Florian caught Henry's attention. Rescued Esther. Found the criminal. Welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. This is part 13. So in the last episode we had... Oh, the storm. In the last episode we have met this knight here, Ulrich, who gave us document that he wants us to deliver. Just have a look at the quest log. So we need to give his document to Tobias. See on the map where we need to go. So all the way down, is this Rattay? Yeah. So what we will need to do is to travel to Rattay and give the documents. As well, I have taken his sword and heavy shield that he dropped down. So let's go to Rattay. I did stop by at the mill to sleep and eat, just to refresh everything. Although we do have bed here, but that way we have everything out of the way. Oh my god, cannot get through. Oh, that's toilet. And you can see down below.
Is it true the executioner has a house guest?
I'm supposed to go here?
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
Did you find out what actually happened?
Folks say it was on account of our silver and how Sir Radzig sides with the king.
Master Feyfar, I need to speak with you. I found out something about the counterfeit coin.
Did you really? Do tell.
Close to Rovna, I came across a wagon that was transporting the false coins. Unfortunately, I came too late. The carter and his men were dead.
Damn and blast. Do you know who did it?
Yes. A certain knight turned up there. Turned out he was also after the forgers.
Well, that is indeed unexpected. Tell me, what did he say?
His name is Ulrich. He looked like a knight, but he refused to show his master's colours.
Ulrich, you say? Could be anyone. Can you describe him?
An older man with a moustache. But for all his grey hairs, he seemed pretty tough to me.
Doesn't match anyone I've heard of. But then we don't even know if Ulrich is his real name.
I asked him who his liege was, but he refused to tell me.
We live in such strange times. In days past, knights would vie with each other to see who could extol their liege's name the loudest. And today, they take assumed names, hide their emblems, and sneak around the land like thieves.
I got the impression he was hiding his identity because his master's at odds with Sir Radzig.
That may well be. As a staunch supporter of the king, Sir Radzig has many enemies.
He told me that the fake money was being taken to Passau in exchange for gold coins, then that real money was being brought back to the Bohemian lands.
That would explain why those fakes bear the Passau countermark.
His master's allied with the Passau alderman, and they told him to sort it all out.
I wonder who could be behind it all.
He gave me these documents to show you. He seemed to think they prove he was telling the truth. They're the records of the interrogations in Passau, and some other things he said you'd understand better than him.
Let me see. We, the aldermen of the city of Passau, interrogation held this day, put to pain by the quaestor. The place of origin is a monastery in the land of Bohemia. Which certainly confirms my suspicion that something underhand is going on in Sasso. Coin assay report. Copper core coated with amalgam. Ah, but this is interesting. Here's an outline description of how the forgeries are made. I'll have to study it more closely. We command Herr Ulrich To investigate and let no man stand in his way. This looks like the original safe conduct. It has the seal of the Passau alderman, but they certainly didn't pen this.
How do you know?
I recognize the hand. It's a Clement of Kaplitz, the high scribe of the Rosenbergs.
The Rosenbergs? Who's that?
A rich and powerful family in South Bohemia. Burgrave Henry III is a great rival of our King Wenceslas.
So what does all this mean?
Well, it certainly explains why your knight is so mysterious. Anyway, we should be careful. And we shall begin our investigation. The documents show they use silver amalgam for coating copper fakes. That's a lead we can follow.
What?
Silver amalgam. It's produced from quicksilver and silver.
Well, that doesn't sound like something just anyone can get hold of.
You're quite right. You will go to Sasso at once. Look around the forges in the city. Someone must be working copper for them. I, meanwhile, will take counsel with Sir Radzig and then follow after you.
Where shall we meet?
At the inn on Sasso Market Square. See you later.
Okay, so we have task to do. Sorry. Okay, let's just have a quick look at the quest log. Okay, let's go to Sassau. Okay, we are here close to the monastery. I just thought I'll stop by first to speak to Ulrich. I think he's supposed to be somewhere around here, right? Yeah, I can see him sitting there. Just sit down and speak to him.
So, what did Master Feyfar have to say?
I consulted him and we definitely have a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Feyfar found out they need copper sheets for the core of the coins and quicksilver for the the other part?
I see. They have such materials at the monastery.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the monastery complaining. They said they could not sleep at night because the blacksmith works all the time till dawn.
I see. That's certainly worth asking about.
Just as
Have you heard anything else?
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Uzhitz. I heard him complain also. He said that he went to the monastery for quicksilver and it was all gone.
Well, that's something to follow up as well. Thanks.
I'm hungry. I'd like a bite to eat.
Coming right up.
Okay, so just check our food. We are okay with the nourishment. So first we need to go wander. Oh, is that the one that we're supposed to... No, we're supposed to wait until it clears up. Okay. So let's just go up here first. Wait, the painter is here. Where is he? You are innkeeper.
How come you're wearing such fine armour? Is there a joust happening?
I hear you've had some problems with the supply of quicksilver.
Problems? I should say so. For the third time this month they've told me they've none. There's no quicksilver to be had, they said.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous git.
What do you need quicksilver for?
I don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me. I'm painting the church in
I'll be
Ujits.
right back with that.
Can you imagine how stupid those biblical scenes look without red?
Not really.
Then be glad you can. My eyes hurt just to imagine it.
Surely such valuable material can't just vanish. Where can it be?
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red paint, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never arrived, and another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed. Then it went astray somewhere.
And you think they're lying?
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same thing goes missing. There's bad luck and then there's something else.
That's all I need to know for now.
Ah. But wouldn't you care to buy something before you go? Or play a game? I really need some money. I've been waiting here a while and my stay's getting expensive.
Okay, let's check what he has for
Why not?
sale.
Show me what you have to offer.
Take care.
Oh, I don't want the drinking. We can take the treasure map. I'm gonna haggle.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, we can try it.
Are we agreed?
You're a right pinch purse.
Yes, we are.
I'll go for that.
Okay, let's look at the treasure map. Oh, so that's nearby. We can go look at it later. See, what's that? Okay. And we're gonna go to monastery. They're involved, they won't be happy for me snooping around and asking questions, right? Oh, we'll see. Let's see if he knows anything. He'll probably say no. I already asked him once. Let's speak to him.
My respects to you.
Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
I'm here on behalf of the master fresco painter. He said you sent him away empty-handed 3 times already.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't.
Can't you? In the Sasau monastery? That seems unlikely. It looks more like you're lining your own pockets to me. I wonder what people would have to say about that.
It's not. I'm not. Oh, shit.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon. Directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night, it was. Without a crest. Armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota, a scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rattay is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery. That they'd have me thrown out and beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before then?
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
Very well. Thank you.
Farewell.
Oh, we need to go speak to Master Feyfar.
Greetings. What do you need?
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Why?
I don't want to alarm our prey. Gossip spreads quickly, and if those scoundrels loam onto them, they'll flee.
That does make sense.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
Not yet.
Maybe it would be worth the time.
I'll go and see.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rattay.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. And there's a man I know who works at the monastery yard, Master Engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something. That's all.
See you later.
So we go first to monastery and then we go to the location where they exchange silver. I think we've been here once when we were getting the crown sorted. Will he be upstairs? Is that you?
God save you, good knight. What can I do for you?
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there. You need something, my boy?
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone. Which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague. Or so his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high. Or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportions.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
I don't really know what you mean, at all.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest. as though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest? Are you looking for him?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
I have a message for him.
A message? Who would be interested in that wastrel? Other than his furious and deeply disappointed master, of course. About your question, you'll find him at home, no doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cellar.
Ah, thank you. Does Florian have any enemies?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular rage.
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. We're engraving, of course.
Yeah, but engraving what? And what's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal. Here in the monastery it's mostly about decoration.
A woman from the baths? What did she do?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but on that occasion I made an exception.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bath-maid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly, although one would have thought they'd be used to that sort of thing at the bathhouse.
Thank you. I'll leave you to your work.
Take care.
Okay, man, so we have a few things to follow up with. Let's just check. So we need to talk to Florian and the Madam of the Baths. I'll probably speak to the Madam first and then Florian. Just have to put marker on the map because it's starting to get confusing. I think the bath is over here, isn't it? Yeah. Where is Florian? Okay, so it's on our way. Okay, let's go there. Which way we can get out? Through here? This place, that looks interesting.
Yeah.
Who are you? I cannot speak to him. Never mind. Thought it was some interesting person. Okay, how do we get to Baths? We need to cross the bridge, right?
Yeah.
That looks like Baths as well. Maybe it's just private bath.
Yeah.
Maybe we can have proper wash. Oh, stop screaming.
Jesus! What's going on out there?
I'm fed up to the back teeth with it all. God be with you. What can I do for you?
I hear you're at odds with Apprentice Florian.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther. Poor girl. I shudder to think what's become of her.
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I didn't see the harm, so I sent her in to him. And suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
Another bunch was attacking Merkel.
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the girl back.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain, and if they don't, they're relatives. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip heads.
Where can I find this Florian? I'd like to ask him a few questions.
He works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard. And if he's not there, he'll be holed up like the rat he is in the cellar he rents from the baker. He's afraid of me, for sure.
What did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine... I won't say what. I told him everything, but he says he won't do nothing about it.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she got. Poor girl.
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. I raised her and taught her and gave her a job, and now she's gone. Who knows if she's even alive? God be with you.
Oh my god, those women singing in the background was awful. Too much noise. Okay, so who we need to speak to first? Should we go speak to bailiff as well? Okay, let's just find Florian. No point speaking to bailiff, I think. Okay, so he should be somewhere here. The basement.
I am honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What? Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for Sir Radzig Kobyla.
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then. All right. I've been investigating counterfeit money, and the trail led me straight to you. Does the name Rattay mean anything to you?
I don't know. Maybe?
Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dice for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No evidence, just accusations.
You just incriminated yourself.
One man's word against another. Like I said, I'll deny everything.
And do you really think that's going to help you? Your word means nothing. You've got the tools, the knowledge and the workshop. The only thing missing is a motive, but I'm guessing it's money.
I don't give a fuck about money.
So what then?
Those bastards kidnapped Esther. If I don't cooperate, they'll kill her.
I'm sorry about that.
Me too. Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise. But only if I know that Esther's safe.
What, so I'm to go searching for her in the woods?
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me. And what can puny little me do faced with those strapping great villains?
Very well. I'll bring back your Esther.
Really?
Yes, but then you have to tell me everything.
I will. I swear to God Almighty. Please, just bring her back to me. Nothing else matters.
Where are they keeping her?
In the Skalitz Hills. There are some abandoned cottages around the mines. That's where I saw her last. They took me there when I said they had to let me speak to her.
All right. I'll go there and try and think of something.
You're my saviour.
Don't get your hopes up. Anything could happen.
Take care.
So looks like we need to go save Esther. Let's see, what's closest? Okay. Okay, we need to go as well here to see when the handover is done. And we need to go save Esther. Should we do that first before we go check out the area? Yeah, let's go get Esther first. We are near the camp where they're keeping Esther. So I'm just gonna get off the horse and have a quick look around. There'll be probably some bandits. Just to be ready. Need to clean my sword. It's dirty. I don't see anybody around here. Okay, let's go in. Might as well walk freely. I don't think I can sneak on anyone here. So there seems to be camp here. Don't hear anybody around. Okay, so there was left and right. The light is on this side, so let's just go right first. Ah, wrong choice, okay. At least we didn't go too far in. And too many choices. At that end. No. I'm not sure I'll know which way to go. Gonna get lost through here. Okay. We just went up and we were supposed to not. Man. There are like arrows. So we were probably supposed to go through here, right? Is there like local map? No. This place is confusing. Just running through it now. Oh man, really? Did I pick all of the wrong ways? It's going to be midnight till I find her. I wonder why is that here? Okay, so that's where the ladder is, right? There is no other way through, no. We came through here. Oh, there is arrow here. But I definitely won't know my way out. Wasn't expecting such a maze. Gotta just go straight from here. Can hear someone.
We have to make at least another 3 score and another, but 3 would be better. We need more charcoal. Out you come. 55, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3 score. Watch out.
I can hear someone on the left.
Put that sack.
What do you want here? I don't know you.
I'm here at the command of the royal hetman, Sir Radzig Kobyla.
Radzig Kobyla, the king's hetman. I see.
I'm here to place you under arrest.
I gathered as much. And you came alone. Ha! Very daring of you, I must say. What are you doing in here, youngster? Are you new here? Go outside. They'll tell you there what to do.
I am new around here, but I don't need to be told what to do. I've got a very clear idea about that.
What are you talking about? Have you brought a message from the Hungarian or something?
My name is Henry, and I'm here under orders from Sir Radzig Kobyla.
I see. And I am Sir Jezek, Baron of Ronau. But I can't imagine what you would want with me. You must be in the wrong place.
I don't think so. I'm on the trail of a gang of counterfeiters. You're quite clearly in charge here, so I'd like to have a word or two with you, sir.
Of course, I'll be glad to. What is it?
Not here, sir. I'd like to ask you to accompany me to Rattay.
You mean to arrest me? Dear boy, why, you're all alone.
I'll manage. Sometimes even a king can be deposed without an army.
So I'm a king now, and you want to dethrone me? By the way, who betrayed me?
Nobody, as it happens.
So how did you find this place?
The same way you did.
What do you mean?
I just thought about what would be the best place to hide a counterfeiting workshop in this area, and arrived at the same conclusion as you.
Great minds think alike. But I hope you don't imagine I'm just going to follow meekly after you like a lamb to the slaughter.
And where would you want to go?
Anywhere. Anywhere else is preferable to Kobila's dungeon.
Really? You can't go to Moravia. The Margrave himself is after you there. And in Bohemia, the kings may change, but the coin remains, my friend.
What do you mean?
Whoever gets to be king, they can't afford to have someone forging money.
Do you think I'm doing this on my own?
No, but when the kingdom's back in order, and it'll be time to shut this little operation down, they'll be only too happy to let you take the blame. Counterfeiting money gets no clemency.
It doesn't matter. Kobila will string me up from the highest tree in any case.
Maybe, but you're very shrewd and very persuasive. And you might know a few things that are worth more than your life. It's up to you. Either you give yourself up and try to make a deal with Sir Radzig, or you'll be on the run for the rest of your life.
A deal with Sir Radzig? It's true they say he's a canny man.
If you cooperate, you stand a chance.
Oh, very well then. May as well climb straight into the maw of the beast.
So let's go. Master Feyfar will be itching to ask you a few questions.
Man, we were supposed to go rescue Esther. And we found the man. Never mind. I still need to get Esther right.
Good work, Henry. Thank you, Master Feyfar. It wasn't easy, I can tell you.
I'll take some men and have a good look around there.
And what should I do?
You should get some rest and go to Rattay. In the meantime, Sir Radzig will have this wretch questioned. Maybe he'll get something useful out of him.
All right. I'll see you in Rattay then.
Okay, we did fill all the other quests. I don't know if that's really important or not. We still need to save Esther. Okay, let's just go back. Okay, we are back here to save Esther. I'm just trying to figure out where she is.
You're in the wrong place.
No, I'm not.
What? Oh!
Two arms! Get over here!
You don't stand chance against me, right? Just kill them all. Nice. So she was not inside the cave, she was just outside in the camp. That's all of them. Looks like. Just gonna move the stuff. Okay, so everything is moved. Let's just eat. Okay, she should be in shed somewhere. Is that this one? Hello, Esther.
Please.
They won't hurt you now.
However did you find me?
Florian told me where they took you.
I'm a fool. I thought he was just a dandy, God knows why. And it turns out he's a villain in league with thieves. And a coward too. This whole time he knew where I was.
You're right. If I were him, nothing could have stopped me coming for you.
Exactly. What a pathetic coward. We should probably set off.
I'll go with you.
I'd hate to lose you on the way.
Can I help?
The trader. We don't need to speak to trader. Who we need to speak to? Oh, we need to speak to Florian. So, where is he? Down below, right?
God save you, Henry. I am honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
I found that Esther of yours.
I know! Back already. How can I ever thank you?
By telling me all about the goings-on with Rattay.
They found me in the tavern one evening, caught me when I went to the ship hire. They started to badger me about working for them.
They?
Yes, Rattay. And a knight they called Sir Jezek.
And then what?
They explained what they wanted from me, and I told them to sod off.
I'm guessing that didn't go down too well.
It wasn't all that bad. They just threw me on the dung heap and left. I thought it was just a drunkard's joke. But then they took Esther.
Where will I find Rattay?
He's usually wherever I am.
What does that mean?
He watches me. Everywhere I go. And when I'm at home, he sits on the bench in the square, watching my house.
So he's there now?
Hard to say. Sometimes I see him in the tavern on the green, buying supplies.
All right. At least I know where to start. And you go to work tomorrow, you hear?
Why?
Because we have to lure him out. And besides, your master will surely be glad to see you.
I have my doubts.
Why didn't you tell anyone?
At first I took it for a bad joke. And then, when they snatched Esther, there was nothing to be done.
I suppose I'd better go. I'd hate the bastard to get away.
Go. I hope you get revenge. Goodbye.
How that is going to work? We already found him. Well, the boss one. Okay, so we still need to find Rattay. And that hasn't changed. Okay. Just gonna put the light on.
Are you Rattay by any chance?
Pardon me? Do we know each other?
No, but I'm hoping to change that.
Well, I don't have much time right now. I'd best be off.
It'll only take a moment.
All right then. What do you want?
I know that you spy on Florian. I know you were involved in the kidnapping of the bathmaid, and I know why you're doing it all.
It seems there's no point making excuses.
None. Now tell me where their workshop is.
Of course. That will be the best solution.
So?
Let's leave it for another time.
What's that about? Man, I don't know if I have time to get on my horse. I think it will be better if we go on the horse. Oh, come on. I need to catch him. Stop. Oh, come on. What did he run off? I couldn't get him on the horse.
Yeah.
Where did he go?
Lean, fatty, marbled, meats of all kinds.
Come and buy some.
Yeah.
That's him, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he was running to get his horse. Okay, fair enough. Probably his horse doesn't come to him as ours does. Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay, I got my sword out.
Yeah.
So, are you ready to talk?
I will. I will. Just don't hurt me, please. What do you want from me?
Tell me where the workshop is. Don't worry. Your master won't be punishing you for betraying him. You're both going to have too many other problems.
It's in the Skullets mines.
That doesn't narrow it down very much.
On the eastern side of Skullets Hill, there's an abandoned mine gallery. Well, it used to be abandoned. Now there's a small camp in front of it, and the workshop is inside.
Who is your lord?
Sir Jezek of Ronov. That's what he calls himself, although Ronov Castle's long gone.
What happened to it?
Ronov used to belong to Vincent, Count Lichtenberg. After his death, it fell to Margrave Jobst, and he had it pulled down. He knew full well that Vincent's vassals would resist him.
Why? Everyone knows that when a lord dies without issue, the king can confer his estate on whoever he pleases.
But Vincent had descendants. Ronov only fell to the Margrave because he declared them all illegitimate. All because Vincent had refused to fight for him against Sir Prokop. Sir Jezek led a revolt of the vassals, but Jobst rounded them all up. Only Sir Jezek got away. Since then, he's become the scourge of the domain.
Who are you, anyway?
They call me Rapota. I used to be the executioner's henchman in Brno.
And how did you come to be serving Sir Jezek?
I helped him escape from prison. If I was going to serve anyone, better Sir Jezek than the executioner.
So you saw being a brigand's henchman as a step up in the world?
I thought if things changed and he stopped marauding, he might get Ronov back and take me into his service.
Well, after this little escapade, you can forget about that. You'll be lucky if you don't end up swinging on the gallows.
It's all the same anyway now. I've betrayed him.
So who's Sir Jezek working for? Don't tell me he just took it into his head one day to start forging coins.
That's not for me to know. Sir Jezek was on speaking terms with various lordships.
Such as?
We were often guests at the monastery, but I slept in the hayloft, so I heard nothing.
And apart from that?
In the camp, you'd occasionally see a Hungarian nobleman, but I don't know what he was doing there, or who he is.
I think I've heard enough.
Can I ask you something?
Yes?
I don't want to hang. It's a horrible death. I prefer you just kill me here and now.
Alright, let's just grant him his wish.
As you wish.
Our Father, who art in heaven.
Are we supposed to kill him? Well, that's what he wanted. We can loot him too. Not like he has anything good on him. Just take the Groschen. and leave everything else. Well, he asked for it, right? Okay, so how that affects our mission. So we need to find entrance to mineshaft. It should be somewhere over here. Let's have a better look. There is camp here.
Hey. What are you doing here? Tired of life, are you?
Hey, all of you, gather here! Kurva, enough!
Well, you are the ones that attack me, so...
And enough! Is that the best you... To arms! Get over here! Is that all you got?
No, kurva!
I'll find you. You can't hide you. Please don't kill me. God. Perfect.
Did he take somebody's shield? Okay, who else is attacking us? They started it.
What have we got here?
Something you'd be sorry about. Okay, let's just loot everybody. They're all bandits, so I'm definitely in right attacking them. Soul Slicer. It's more shields. Let's see if we can move everything to our horse. Okay, shouldn't take too long. Okay, my horse cannot carry more, so I'm gonna transfer some of the stuff that is less valuable. Let's see. Oh, our red scarf is gone. Okay, let's move that. Oh, just forget this. Okay, we should be fine. Okay. So that's the entrance. Oh man, look at the price here. I'm just gonna take the sword because I think that was the only thing. Did we take it already? No, what was it? Was it piece of armor? Yeah, that was 1k. That'll be wearing about same. Okay, let's leave rest of it. So next up, Rattay. We are here. So let's just go speak to... I think it's Rattay we need to talk to. Oh, there it is.
There's the man. Good work, Henry.
Thank you, sir.
I'd tell you to take a well-earned rest, but unfortunately I need one more thing from you.
Whatever you command.
Jezek refuses to talk to us. The stubborn bastard's asking to see you.
Me?
Indeed. Normally I'd send for Captain Burner to beat it out of him, but then I told myself that if he's so keen to speak to you...
I'll try to get something out of him. Where is he?
He's locked up in the tower. Bernard will give you the key.
Very well, sir. May I be of service, my lord?
Yes, Henry. Chief Engineer Feyfar has been asking for someone reliable to assist him.
The Chief Engineer? Is it about Skalitz?
In a manner of speaking. Master Feyfar has, well, evil forebodings. I think he may want to send you to the Skalitz mines.
Can they really be restored?
Everything can be rebuilt with enough will and resources. Well, everything except a man. You'll get the details from Chief Engineer Feyfar. For the time being, consider yourself his handyman.
Certainly. Where do I find him? Is he here in the castle?
Where? Now that's a good question. He ought to be somewhere at Perkstein unless he's gone off to deal with some problem or other. Look around. You're bound to run into him.
Well, thank you. I'll go and see him straight away.
Good luck, Hal.
We already met him, didn't we? We just checked the quest. The King Silver is like side quest, so I'm gonna remove that. That didn't clear up yet. I still don't know where Ulrich is. But we're gonna question Jezek. But first I need to wash up. Nobody's gonna talk to me and tell me anything. Right? Okay, where is he? Over here. Okay. Fair enough, we need to go sell our stuff as well. I should probably sleep, but never mind, we can do that later.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just sell our things first.
I need the key to Jezek's cell.
So Radzig let him have his way in the end. He should have let me beat some answers out of him.
Don't take it that way. He probably wants to talk to me because he reckons he can hoodwink me. But that's where he's wrong.
Just try not to mess it up. Here's that key.
Thanks.
Okay, let's just go down to the cell and speak to the prisoner.
Yeah.
Oh man. You got in my way. Hopefully we didn't kill him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just gonna put the torch on.
Yeah.
Because they can be funny about it, right?
Welcome, Henry. Well, finally, I've had quite a wait.
Why do you want to talk to me, of all people?
Radzig will keep me alive only as long as it takes to get everything I know out of me. You, on the other hand, gave me certain assurances. So I want to be sure that the secrets my life depends on end up in good hands.
I didn't promise you anything, but I'll see what I can do.
Very well, ask me anything you want. I won't be obstructive.
What I want to know most of all is who's behind it. Who are you making those forgeries for?
Do you think I couldn't have handled it all myself?
I'm not trying to insult you. It's just not a job one man could do alone.
All right, the way it began was I was short of coin, as usual. So I let those crimps in Sasau recruit me.
Recruit you into what?
I didn't inquire too much. In this business, you don't ask too many questions. But when they found out I wasn't just anybody, they put me in charge of the counterfeiting. A foreigner by the name of Eric gave me instructions. But for sure, he isn't the chief. And there's someone highly placed at the monastery who's mixed up in it too. But I don't know who.
How did you come to hear of all this business?
I met some old friends in Colleen a few months ago, and they said they were heading for Sasau, that armed men were being recruited, and they'll hire anyone.
Old friends? Who were they?
Just a couple of brigands. We used to ambush the Margrave's messengers in Moravia together.
Nice friends you keep.
I was in dispute with the Margrave. A man in my position finds himself mixed up with all sorts.
And then what?
Rapota and I had been living off stale crusts for a month, so I wasn't going to turn down the chance of work, honest or otherwise. We rode to Sasau and met with the recruiters. It didn't take long to realize I was a nobleman fallen on hard times, not some common peasant.
Can you get to the point?
Well, they introduced me to this Eric, and he told me what was needed. They set up the workshop, got the men, the supplies, everything.
Crimps? You're telling me this Eric is recruiting armed men in Sasau?
Well, it seems so. I was giving the recruiters some of the coins to do it. The fake ones, of course.
Where can I find the recruiting gang?
That's tricky. It was my friends who led me to them. We met with them in the woods next to Sasau. It's about who you know, as always.
You said you gave them money. Where was that?
They'd ride to the mine gallery to see me. I don't suppose you'd find them there now.
If you say so. This Eric, you reckon he's not the one in charge?
He puts on airs, but he's just a naive young pup. And he's always going on about his lord, though he never mentioned him by name.
Where can I find this Eric? You must have had some meeting place.
He used to come to the workshop unannounced. And after what's happened, I doubt he'll be showing his face there again.
This highly placed person at the monastery, what can you tell me about him?
I've no idea who he is, only that he's no small fry. After all, he handles the exchange of the forgeries in Passau.
I see. Is there anything else at all you can tell me about him?
No, he was supposed to supply me with materials too, but he backed out. Eric said he probably got cold feet.
That'll do me for the moment.
Will you put in a word for me with Sir Radzig? I'll swear allegiance to him if he'll have me. I'm sick of being a renegade.
I'll have to think about it. I don't want to annoy Sir Radzig.
You know, you're a criminal. You got what you deserve, being in prison. Okay. So we need to go speak to Sir Radzig. If I can find him. Oh, he's back here at Rattay, okay.
Garlic, onions, mushrooms and asparagus. Come right up. No need to be shy.
Okay, let's go see Sir Radzig. Trying not to run anybody over. Oh, did I just see him pass by? Wait for me.
So what have you learned?
All sorts of things. There's some foreigner called Eric behind the counterfeiting ring, and someone highly placed at the monastery.
The monastery? Really?
That's what Jezek claimed.
So it's worse than I thought.
If this is true, we'll have to proceed with the utmost caution.
Why? Can't we just go to the monastery to investigate?
No. If the church is truly involved, I have no authority.
So what will you do?
I'll have to think about it. It won't be an easy nut to crack. I'll have to consult with Hanush. And what of this Eric? Who is he?
I don't know, but he's recruiting armed men in Sasau and forming an army.
Damn. So it looks like Pribyslavitz wasn't the end of it.
It most certainly wasn't, sir. And what's more, Sir Jezek is convinced this Eric is only a go-between, and there's someone bigger behind him.
You should return to Sasau and take a closer look at those recruiters. If they're going to attack, we must find out sooner than last time.
It might not be as straightforward as that. Sir Jezek didn't know them and has no idea how to find them.
You'll have to manage somehow, my lad. Don't tell me there's an armed force amassing here and nobody knows anything. Go to Sasau and try to find them.
I think I know where I could ask. I helped at the infirmary in Sasau, and there was a wounded man there by the name of Thomas, a suspicious type to say the least. He might know something.
Good. I'd rather see you seeking out better company, but that can't be helped. Whatever you do, be careful, Henry. And best not mention my name. It would attract unwelcome attention. What we want is for the crimps to take you for just another village lad they can lure into their gang.
All right, sir. I'll try to blend in as best I can.
I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I know of no one else who could help as much as you can now.
As you command, sir.
Yeah, I'm not gonna speak on behalf of that criminal. Alright, so let's have a look at the quest log. We did get quite a few things to do. So we will be going back to Sasau and investigating further. What else we have? That one, I haven't done anything about that yet. Okay, so we probably need to deal with that first before we can deal with the vengeance. And we need to talk to the chief. And that we're still waiting up. And that one, I don't know. We can do it later. I forget about the Rattay meat. Can do those in between. Alright, but for today, I think I'm going to finish this episode here. I do hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please hit the like button and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Take care.